Mortal Kombat 11 returns with an awesome new DLC expansion called Aftermath. This is 5 brand new chapters that are added onto the Mortal Kombat 11 story. You get 3 new playable fighters, and then you get a bunch of other stuff that are free if you don't have the DLC expansion. Let's go ahead and talk about Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. The story of Aftermath follows right after everything happened in Mortal Kombat 11. Now, for spoilers' sake, I'll keep it very vague. Shang Tsung, Fujin, and Nightwolf come to aid Raiden and Liu Kang, and they need to go back in time to get Kronika's crown and try and change the future for better or for worse. While this DLC is only 5 chapters, which may seem to be not a lot since the original game had only 12, 5 is pretty beefy, I must say. Usually the fights in the original campaign were about 4 fights a chapter. In this game, sometimes we have up to 6, and it was pretty packed with cinematics in between each fight. There was a lot of story here within this DLC, and I was very happy about that because I was afraid that I was going to purchase this, get the awesome fighters, get all the cool stuff as well, but the story was going to be so small. But that was not the case here. Let's talk about the 3 new fighters. So the first one we'll talk about is Sheeva. Sheeva is a classic Mortal Kombat character. The last game she was in where she was playable was Mortal Kombat 9, and she finally returns here as DLC. She plays great. I'm never a big Sheeva fan. I prefer Goro and like Kitaro and stuff like that. So playing as her was still really fun. She has a lot of her signature moves like the dragon jump where she comes flying down and she stomps down just beating the person to death, and it is very fun. But I had a surprisingly fun time playing as her, and like I said, I'm not really a big Sheeva person, but she's in the story, she's very prominent in the story, and she's also really fun to play. And the next character is Fujin. This is a long requested character to come into the series again. The last time we saw him, I believe, was Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which was years ago. Pretty much the last Mortal Kombat game before it started kind of coming back with Mortal Kombat vs. DC. And Fujin's awesome. He's a character that I never really cared about too much back in the day, but in this game, he is so sweet. He has such awesome wind combos. He's very brutal, but he's super elegant with his attacks, and he's just a lot of fun to play. I had a surprisingly fun amount of time playing Fujin, and he's really an important character in Aftermath. And last but not least, we have to talk about the awesome new guest character, Robocop.
You are coming with me.
Now, I'm pretty sure everybody was also expecting Ash Williams from The Evil Dead and Army of Darkness to finally show up in Mortal Kombat 11, especially with that first Combat Pass trailer where you hear Chainsaw at the end, but we were surprised with the Aftermath reveal that it's Robocop. Robocop is this DLC's guest character, and I'm really happy about that. I love Robocop. I think he's awesome. He is the reason I wanted to purchase this DLC, and he's just the ribbon on the whole entire thing. He is so cool, and he has so many awesome customization things and such cool intros and outros. Peter Weller from Robocop came back to reprise his role, brought the iconic voice to the character in-game, and it's so cool to see a bunch of dialogue between him and Spawn, him and Terminator, and a bunch of the various Mortal Kombat characters. He is so sweet. I rewatched the movie last night, and yeah, Robocop's just awesome, man. Now let's talk about the free stuff you get if you have Mortal Kombat 11 and you're not sure if you want to purchase the DLC or not. So with Mortal Kombat 11, with Aftermath's release, we all got a free update. So the free update is some stages, the friendships, the stage fatalities. This is pretty cool free stuff, I must say. The new stages are really awesome. There's the Soul Chamber stages. You get Deadpool, which was that old acid pit that you can fight at. It's awesome, it's beautiful looking. And you have this brand new stage called the Retrocade, and it is the coolest stage I've seen in a long time for a fighting game. It has this giant CGI panel or giant digital panel, and it plays old like stages from old Mortal Kombat games, and around this big panel you're in an arcade, so you have the cool like cosmic floor, you have these cardboard cutouts of promo images from Mortal Kombat past games, and you also have some really cool midway cabinets like Rampage World Tour, and I think I even saw Primal Rage in there. That's super cool, and it's easily my favorite stage by far. But I really want to talk about the friendships. The friendships are huge. I always loved kind of the silly tongue-in-cheek humor that Mortal Kombat had when they had babalities, they had friendships, they had animalities. This stuff is what makes Mortal Kombat awesome, at least to me. While the game is so brutal and graphic and just nasty, having this really funny friendships return is so cool, especially seeing some of the guest characters like Spawn and Joker having just these super funny and just cool things, and Robocop literally just breaks out into a robot dance, and some of them are a little bit like not great, but then some of them are just fantastic, and I'm going to try and throw some in here just so you can see. But Mortal Kombat 11's free DLC, way to go, NetherRealm Studios, fantastic. I'm so happy about this. This is a treat to literally everybody who has the game, and it's so cool to have these really cool stages at no charge. So what I will say is Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, it does cost $39.99 in the US. And to some people that may seem like it's a lot of money, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought that originally was as well. But with the beefy story mode of an additional 5 chapters and pretty much a whole second part of Mortal Kombat 11 and a continuation of the story, like we're not waiting until Mortal Kombat 12, which is a big deal, I thought it was worth it for the story. Then you add on the 3 characters. When you do pre-order this, there was a big incentive for me to pre-order because you do get the Mortal Kombat Deception Sub-Zero, you get the Classic Frost, and Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion. To me personally, that's very hard to turn down because those skins are just amazing, so I'm a little biased right there. So Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath gets a thumbs up for me. I really liked this game. This DLC is awesome. I keep playing it, and it's not stopping. I'm having so much fun customizing Robocop, seeing the dialogues between everybody, playing as Fujin and trying to find that next main. Mortal Kombat 11 continues to just impress me. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you have any comments, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time.